So welcome to MLT online classes. So in this lecture, we're going to discuss about superficial infections, superficial fungal infections or superficial mycosis. So before discussing about superficial mycosis, let us do a brief revision of last topic. So previously we discussed about classification of fungal diseases. So we discussed about various types of fungal diseases. So what we discussed? So we discussed fungal diseases are also called mycosis, and they are of three types. What are those? Superficial mycosis, subcutaneous mycosis, and systemic mycosis. Superficial mycosis means these are the fungal infections that will occur to the superficial surface of the skin, such as your epidermis. Then you have your subcutaneous infections. These subcutaneous infections will infect the fungal infect. This is a fungal infection which will affect to the subcutaneous layer of the skin. Then we have our systemic infections. These systemic infections will go deeper into the organs and they will disseminate throughout the body. So first let us see what are the types of superficial infections. So in superficial mycosis we have two types. What are those? Surface infections and cutaneous infections. So under surface infections we have tinea vesicolor, tinea nigra, pyometra, and in cutaneous infections we have dermatophytes. So this is a brief classification of your fungal diseases, right? We discussed also we discussed about subcutaneous mycosis. In subcutaneous we discussed about mycetoma, which is the nodules of the food, and we discussed about histoplasmosis in systemic infection. So these are the brief classification of fungal diseases. So in this lecture, let us see about superficial mycosis. So the first fungal infection, which is superficial mycosis. So we are going to read in detail about superficial mycosis. So in superficial mycosis, we are particularly focusing on surface infections. So in this lecture, we are going to discuss about surface infections of superficial mycosis. So what are the types of surface fungal infections we have? We will see. Okay. So coming to your superficial surface infections, we have three important infections. So the surface infections include, we have three important clinical conditions. First one is tinea vesicolor, tinea nigra, and pyometra. So these three are three diseases that are caused by different types of fungi. So let us see what is tinea vesicolor, what is tinea nigra, and what is pyometra. So basically these surface infections, they will live on the dead skin cells and they won't cause any inflammation generally. And if we got inflammation or allergic reactions means those are induced due to metabolic products produced by the fungi. But the fungi themselves cannot induce any allergic reactions or inflammation by nature. Okay. So let us see about these surface infections in detail. So first coming to your tinea vesicolor. So in surface infection we have three types, right? Tinea vesicolor, tinea nigra, and pyometra. So let us see what is tinea vesicolor. So this is your tinea vesicolor. Tinea vesicolor means it is an infection which is occurred on the skin, non-hairy part of the skin. Okay. So this disease is called tinea vesicolor, and this tinea vesicolor is caused by a fungus, and that fungus name is Pityrosporum orbiculaire. So Pityrosporum orbiculaire is the fungus that is responsible for producing your tinea vesicolor. Tinea vesicolor is a disease which is characterized by this decoloration of the skin or patches of decolorized skin patches on non-hairy part of the skin. So it is caused by Pityrosporum orbiculaire. So mild uh, chronic infections of stratum cornea. So they will cause patchy discoloration of skin in chest, abdomen, back, and neck. So in chest, abdomen, back, and neck, we will get patchy discoloration of skin. So Pityrosporum orbiculaire is the normal skin flora of our body. So usually this Pityrosporum orbiculaire fungus is a normal skin flora. So it is present everywhere in our skin. So it is worldwide distributed. So how to do laboratory diagnosis of this Pityrosporum orbiculaire? How you are going to identify that yes, it is caused by Pityrosporum orbiculaire? That we can do by direct microscopy. First we will take a scraping of the skin and we will go for KOH preparation. So under KOH you will see these kind of images. So in the KOH, you will see yeast cells and short non-septate hyphae. So if you see yeast cells and short non-septate hyphae means this indicates it is Pityrosporum orbiculare fungal infection. So if after seeing under direct microscopy, we can go for culture also in SDA culture, Sapporo's dextrose agar culture. So in SDA culture, the colonies, usually we won't go for SDA culture. If we are going means in SDA culture, they will form creamy colonies. So they will form creamy colonies on SDA culture within 5 to 7 days. Okay. So in lactophenol cotton blue, you may see budding yeast cells. So budding yeast cells can be seen under LPCB, lactophenol cotton blue. So this is all about your tinea vesicular. Tinea vesicular is a disease which is characterized by discoloration of the skin that is caused by the fungus called Pityrosporum orbiculare. So this Pityrosporum orbiculare will affect on the stratum non-hairy part of the skin, which results in discoloration of the skin in chest, abdomen, and back. It is a normal flora of our skin, and it is worldwide distributed. Under direct microscopy, you will see yeast cells and non-septate hyphae. And in SDA agar medium, you will see creamy colonies. Okay, this is all about your tinea vesicular. Then your second infection is tinea nigra. So tinea nigra means, the name itself says nigra means foot. So tinea nigra means the palm and foot are called nigra. So usually this is an infection which will occur on the palm or foot of brown color patches of fungal infection will occur on the palm and foot. So that means this fungus is highly adapted to infect the keratinized tissue. So it has the ability to eat the keratinized tissue. So we will get browny patches on the keratinized skin. So this particular disease is called tinea nigra. So this tinea nigra is occurred by a fungus called Hortia wernicki. So Hortia wernicki is a fungus that is responsible for forming this particular disease called tinea nigra. So tinea nigra is caused by Hortia wernicki. So it is characterized by black, brown, macular patches affecting thick keratinized sites like palms, toes, and soles. So in palms, toes, and soles, you will see macular patches of skin on the skin. So coming to laboratory diagnosis, so in direct microscopy, after taking a skin sample and doing KOH mount in 10% potassium hydroxide mount, you will see brown septate and branching hyphae. Brown septate and branching hyphae and bud cells can be seen under KOH. See here, you will see brown septated branching hyphae can be seen under KOH preparation. So this is how they will looks like under direct microscopy. So on SDA culture, you will get moist colonies. So whereas your tinea vesicular in SDA culture we saw creamy colonies, right? So in tinea vesicular we saw creamy colonies, whereas in tinea nigra you will see moist colonies. So moist colonies indicates it is a Hortia wernicki infection or tinea nigra infection. Tinea nigra is occurred by a fungus called Hortia wernicki, and tinea vesicular is caused by Pityrosporum orbiculare. You must practice, students, then only you will get used to these terms. You must practice. Okay. So this is all about your tinea nigra. And last and final infection here is Piedra. So Piedra means it is a hair infection. So Piedra means it is a hair infection. This Piedra is two types, black Piedra and white Piedra. That means if your hair has black nodules means it is called black infection, black Piedra. If your hair has white nodules means they are called white Piedra. So black Piedra is occurred due to a fungus called Piedra hortia. So Piedra hortia is the fungus which is responsible for black Piedra, and Trichosporum belgi is responsible for white Piedra. So yeah, what is this? Piedra means they will form white nodules in hair shaft of wherever hair is present, the hair in axilla, mustache, head, or even in pubic hair. So wherever hair is present in our body, particularly your head, axillary hair, or chest hair, or in the pubic hair, or even your mustache, will get this particular hair infection, which is called Piedra. So in direct microscopy on 10% KOH, they will show ASCII having ascospores. So do you remember where we studied about ascospores? Ascospores, they are sexual spores. In the beginning, we studied classification of fungi, reproduction classification. So ascospores can be seen in hair. So on culture, you will see black hard nodules if it is a P. hortea, that means black Piedra, or if you will see white colonies if it is a white Piedra, which is the indication of growth of Trichospora bulgi. So this is all about your surface infections of superficial mycosis. So in superficial mycosis, we have surface infections and cutaneous infections. So surface infections include tinea vesicular, tinea nigra, and Piedra. So all these live on the dead cells, dead skin cells. They won't cause any inflammation generally. If they cause inflammation, that is due to metabolic waste products produced by the fungus. So this particular, first let us say tinea vesicular. So tinea vesicular means it is a patchy discoloration of skin, which is caused by the fungus called Pityrosporum orbiculare. So it will cause chronic infection of stratum corneum, patchy discoloration of skin in chest, abdomen, back. So they are normal skin flora. So in direct microscopy, you will see yeast cells and non-septate hyphae, and in culture you will see creamy colonies. So that is all about your tinea vesicular. Then coming to tinea nigra, which means it is a fungal infection on palm and sole on highly keratinized tissues. So this tinea nigra is occurred by a fungi called Hortea wernicki. So Hortea wernicki is the fungus which is responsible for getting tinea nigra. So it is characterized by black, brown macular patches appearing on keratinized skin of your palm or soles. So in direct microscopy, you will see brown septate branching hyphae and yeast cells you will observe under direct microscopy. What you will observe, brown septate branching hyphae and bud cells can be seen under KOH preparation. So in culture, you will get your moist colonies. So that is all about your tinea nigra. And last and final is your Piedra. Piedra means hair infection. This Piedra is of two types, black Piedra and white Piedra. Black Piedra is occurred by P. hortea, Piedra hortea, and white Piedra is occurred due to Trichospora bulgi. So they will form white nodules in hair shaft of axilla, mustache, beard, and pubic hair. So in direct microscopy, you will see ascospores. So presence of ascospores is the characteristic feature to identify Piedra. Okay, so under culture, you will see either black colonies or white colonies depending upon the type of Piedra you have. So this is all about your surface infections. So in the next lecture, we will discuss about cutaneous infections in detail. Okay, so cutaneous infections which is caused by dermatophytes. Okay, thank you, students.